they go to a private school. So you can just imagine the children who are coming to the government school are coming from a very, very low class condition. A nutrition meal is incentives. This is a kind of incentive what we are giving to the parents. Most of the parents, they don't understand the importance of education. So this is an incentive that we give to the parents to send the children to the school. As per the global school feeding, a school feeding program often doubles the enrollment in the school and the production is 40% improvement in the academic performance of a child. Even an elderly person can't sit in a class, anywhere, even in the office, empty stomach. So how can you imagine a child, sitting hungry and concentrating on the studies? So food is the basic need of a child, wherein we can ask them to have a good food, and then education is definitely taken up. This is our vision, that no child in India should be deprived of education only because of hunger. And Akshay Patra is a public-private partnership. We are tied up with the government, wherein every state we get a subsidy amount from the government, which I said, like for in Telangana we get 4 rupees 80 paise per meal. It could be different in different state. In Karnataka it is 2 rupees. In some other state it could be 3 rupees, 4 rupees, depends, per meal. And this is implemented only in the government schools, especially to take care of that there is no particular caste or religion we follow. It is only with the government schools, so that every child has the right to have this and come get the education. Our mission is to reach 5 million children by 2020, and we are just 1.5. It is just 5 years left. This is the reach what I said, we have reached 1.4 million children as of now. We are covering 10,770 schools in the country, covering 10 states with 24 locations. These are the places where we are. As I said, we go with the policy of NIN, wherein any meal, whichever we give to the child, has calories, 450 calories for a primary kid, and 18 grams of proteins. It could be any of the meal, any taste. We have to get this into the meal. And this is just a rupees 750 per child if you take the annual amount, which is apart from the subsidy what we get from the government. That is 4 rupees 80 paise plus 3 rupees from the donor what we take. It comes out as a 750 per child. Coming to our operations, as I said, the meal is cooked in the morning, and safety is the first thing which we take care in our kitchen. It is a high-tech mechanized kitchen, wherein all precautions are taken care, especially with the hygiene in the kitchen, neatness, cleanliness, pesticides, everything, those things are taken care, because it is a very, very sensitive thing. Even a small carelessness could lead to a big, loss for our country. Because there is less time, I would like to take you to the video. I think most of the part has been covered by sir in the ONGC presentation. And I think I am the only person on the other side receiving on the receiving end. All of them are the givers for us.
School meal program in government schools. The vision statement is that no child in India shall be deprived of education because of hunger. It is our dream that India becomes a developed country, but this cannot be as long as millions of children are out of school. Children do menial jobs to earn a livelihood and thus miss out on the benefits of education. Our firm belief is, education is the single most powerful factor to take an entire family out of the cycle of poverty. Education can, within one generation, significantly improve the quality of life. The Akshaya Patra school meal program, established in the year 2000, strives to mitigate hunger, attract and retain children in schools, and get full value of their classroom experience. In South India, we serve rice, sambar with vegetables and yogurt or curd. And in North India, we serve chapatis, dal or sabzi and vegetable rice or kheer. Akshaya Patra started in Bangalore and is currently serving
10,085.
Akshaya Patra leverages technology and innovations to maximize operational efficiency in its kitchens. Human handling is minimized to ensure high standard of hygiene and cleanliness. A large cauldron like this cooked sambar, a spicy soup with vegetables and lentils for 6,000 children in less than 2 hours. The chapati making machine rolls out 10,000 chapatis per hour. The food containers are loaded into custom-built vehicles and transported to distant schools. Each vehicle carries food for about 5,000 children and travels 45 miles from the kitchen facility. With the state and central governments of India that provide a subsidy to provide meals.
Different states.
The government of India also makes a contribution. Bangalore City Corporation sponsors all children from class 1 to class 12 under the Akshaya Patra program. Some of our partners from the corporate world include Akshaya Patra has inspired many other NGOs by sharing the technology and processes and training the personnel to implement the program. Akshaya Patra has also initiated other child and education related programs such as teacher training, life skills training, after-school tutorials, scholarships, medical interventions. The Indian Institute of Management has been involved in keeping track of the impact of this program. A.C. Nielsen's studies found that Akshaya Patra school meal programs have improved school enrollment, increased attendance, decreased dropout rates, enhanced classroom performance, and improved nutritional status of the children. The Akshaya Patra has also achieved the distinction of becoming a case study for the students of Harvard Business School. A fellow from US Congressional Hunger Center has been appointed for 1 year to develop tools and processes to measure the impact of the Akshaya Patra school meal program. To ensure secular reach of the program, This is only provided in government schools that already have a secular policy for admission. To ensure transparency to our donors and supporters, this program is audited by KPMG. All contributions to this program benefit from tax exemption status in India, the UK and the USA. Former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, visited the facility and shared meals with the children. The Rajyotsava Award from the Government of Karnataka and the Independence Day Award from the Government of Rajasthan were conferred on this program. Excellence in the governance of this program. It has an independent board of trustees, some of them from the professional world. The board of advisors comprises bureaucrats from the government and eminent persons of society.
Here I am with hope, shining bright and green. Just a touch of your heart, I can dare to dream. Just a touch of your heart.
Thank you.
Well, madam, thank you. Yeah, now the floor is open to the audience. Yes, over to you now.
Sir, I have one observation, one question. ONGCs only take a CSR by partner.
You have to address it.
Here.
Sir, ONGC is partnering directly with NGOs for taking up the CSR activities. Whether ONGC is directly doing any CSR activities on their own, number one.
We are not doing any, we are not carrying out any CSR activity directly.
Directly, partnering only with
See, either it is through NGOs, sometimes it is government departments, or in collaboration with any other international associations.
And one more question, sir, regarding the locations which are being selected for CSR developmental works. What is the basis for selecting
See,
such?
it is, if you will have to read the act says very clearly that it should be your operational areas. And over and above operational areas, you can look at, other areas also. This has been endorsed by DPE also in the guidelines in 2013 as well as in 2014.
But some...
I think we'll give chance to others, please.
No, one more is that it is the question which linked to that.
Okay.
So some of the areas where the pipeline got disturbed in Rajahmundry and Kakinada areas, there I think none of the CSR activities were taken up and it was not shown anywhere, neither in presentation nor anywhere in your website also. No, Rajahmundry, that pipeline which was burst in the last year.
That is, I think, Gale kind. It's not like wages. It's not responsible.
Gail.
It is actually Gale is
Fine.
responsible for that.
I think we'll pass on to others, please. Yeah, and here is a question. Yes.
I think we have not introduced ourselves in the morning. Even then, myself, Dr. Murugesh, and I'm Professor Head, CSR, National Institute of Rural Development of India, which is located in Hyderabad. Being a government head, I don't require any compliments of my own government colleagues. And my compliments goes to both NGOs of GMR Foundation, Lakshmi Foundation, as well as
Akshay.
Akshay Patra. One observation is that at first you have mentioned, or I can say your statement that before starting of the new midday meal scheme, we have initiated. So whether your program has been started before 1960s, that Mr. Kamaraj, do you know Mr. Kamaraj Nadar, who was the former Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, has initiated that?
Andhra Pradesh. I meant it for Andhra Pradesh, wherein it was started in 2008. And the midday meal here in Andhra was started much later, and Akshay Patra was started much before in Bangalore.
This program has been started in 66. Sir.
I'm not talking about national.
Right, please, but you can add Andhra. Right.
If you want to support one child kind of a thing, so do you have any kind of such scheme? What is the amount like for 1 year? Sometimes they mention
It is 700 rupees if you want to support a child.
for 1 year. Okay, so that how can that amount be sent?
You can pay it as a check or online donation.
Okay, that's available on website.
So,
Okay, thank you.
I have donated like that, for about 25,000 rupees to Akshay. And he can donate.
This is the best part I think since morning. Very informative.
ONGC.
Yeah.
In fact, I happened to be in Helpage at that point in time, and I really lobbied with the then head of CSR for this project. I just want to ask you, will you continue this project beyond 2016, and have you done any impact assessment of this?
We have already done the impact assessment study. Now what we are going to come out with is we are going to invite expression of interest. See, like when you talk about the time when this project was finalized, probably other than Helpage India, there were 1 or 2 players in the field. Today, the situation is changed. And also we have, based on the input information which we have received from our own work centers, we have done we are coming out with some more changes. And we are going to invite now expression of interest, and it will be continued. It will be continued. No, the methodology is getting changed, that's it. Impact assessment has been excellent, feedback. That's what. In fact, our work centers have been recommending, suggesting for continuing with this, and some more, locations are being added. I think, right now the time is.
Yeah, thank you. Okay,
Yeah, we
fine.
can do it later.
That's the last question. I think someone is there. Oh, Poonam also wanted to ask.
Question I would just like to add to Mr. Kapil's query of can somebody send. We have done an impact assessment for BDL wherein they also do a midday meal. We can share their impact assessment study with you, so you can
Fine.
come out with that.
Fine. That's the last question.
I am from BEL. I have one question for this Akshay Patra scheme, madam.
Akshay Patra, madam.
What do you do for the children in holidays and Sundays? They don't come to school, they don't have meal.
Yes, we
What
don't
is-
have options, sir. During the holidays, usually what happens, we are into the rural areas mainly, and even during the summer holidays mainly, which is 40 days gap. Most of the kids, they go back to their places, no one is there at home. So there is no, because this is a school meal program, it is there with the school. And we maximum we see ki even during the holidays wherein it is like a Republic Day or Independence Day, during the exams, even if it is, the school is over by 11 o'clock, we see their lunch is provided by 10:30 to the school
No,
children.
in many schools in Telangana, what I have found is children come to school only for the lunch.
Yes,
We have, in
many
the
of
schools
them.
where we have gone to construct these toilets, we have seen that the children are coming for the meals only. The teachers are there, only headmaster is even cleaning the floor of the school.
No, actually,
So there,
yes.
if you don't provide even the meal for the Sunday, they go hungry. That is the situation.
I do understand, sir, but this is a midday meal program where we have partnered with the government. So it is a scheme which goes with the government, and it is only with the schools. At least for one day, the parents, I think even that's the responsibility of the parent, that at least for one day they can take care of their kids.
Okay, but you just take it and have a.
Even during summer holidays or they are going to
Because for example, for the Anganwadis, we also provide food for the Anganwadi under Child and Women Development Program. So Anganwadi is there for 365 days. It is there for them.
Well, friends, for want of time, I need to rush through the things.
Thank you so much.
I'd like to thank all my co-panelists for helping me in conducting this session, and they didn't give me a chance to say, please stop. Thank you to all of you. CSR, people talk about it, corporate is doing a lot of great work, there's no doubt about it. And why we talk about CSR? I am always a different thinker. People, I want each one of you here, please take up citizen social responsibility is what I'd like to say. I'd like to thank Professor Mishra-ji, my former director and my guru, my friend, philosopher, advisor. When he took a decision to quit the job, and I know he had a tough time, but still he agreed, he relieved me. I'm in a full-time job of doing only CSR. For me, CSR is... Sir, thank you. You allowed me to 2015. I visited 143 colleges, addressed the students, inspired all the students. Some of the feedbacks I do keep sharing with you. So each one of us, please take up CSR, that is citizen social, in addition to your corporate, what do you need? Thank you, Dr. Sulagna.
It was really a great experience to listen to all the speeches by these great people, to come over here and take the time for us and give us a valuable details about what corporate social responsibility is all about. We as student fraternity of IP feel very obliged that we have been given this opportunity to spend a 2-day conference with such great speakers. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to thank each and everyone present here, and would also like to present mementos to our beloved speakers. Now, may I invite Dr. Sulagna Sarkar to present a memento to Dr. Jivitesh Rath. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable speech. Now, may I request Dr. Poonam Singh to present a memento to Mr. SSC Parthiban. Thank you so much, sir, for your contribution towards the organization. Now, may I request Mishra sir to please hand over a memento to Ms. Bharti. Thank you so much, ma'am, for a wonderful presentation. Now, may I invite Dr. Poonam Singh ma'am to present the memento to Ms. Rajni Sinha ji.